Marion, Bellefontaine, and Oak Harbor.
Prolific Shark and Braden Rhodes from the 2-hole for trainer Herman Hagerman on owner Stormhaven LLC. A down by the seaside filly out of a 4-star Shark mare, just coming off a dead heat win at Hilliard, was sold at the Ohio Selected Sale for $92,000 as a yearling.
Number 3 is Me So Fine. Kevin Wolf will pick up the drive for the Hank Levan trainee, Me So Fast, owned by Winchester Bay Acres and bred by Dan Tell's Big Bad DT Racing Stable of Florida. Comes in off of a second place finish at Hilliard, timed in 2:01.1 with Hank in the bike that evening.
Me So Fine loves to be second. Got 5 seconds on the year. Fearful Ginger and Emma Wahlberg from the 4-hole for David Warnstaff, who trains and owns this Fear the Dragon filly. It's out of a Shady Shack Hanover mare, Ginger Shark. This horse has 3 starts on the year, 3 thirds. Finished third at Ottawa, Marion, and Hilliard. Fastest time paced was 2 minutes and 2/5.
Number 5 is Deborah L. Hank Levan chose this one as he trains for Levan Stables Hurley Racing, Richard Fries, and Megan Levan. Because Hank is the co-owner, he also has to drive, so that's why he had to make that decision. Comes in off a win at Wellston, and 2:03.1 with Hank in the bike. Started 5th, got the lead at the top of the stretch, and pulled away 2.5 length victory in 2:03.1.
I apologize for the video feed. There is really nothing we can do about it. Stephen has tried doing a few different things, but there's just nothing, so we apologize. I think the band is leaving. I see them breaking down.
Until next year.
Yes.
5 Philly Pacers. Headed toward the Mike Wolkenberg starting gate. Now Camus comes in with 3 straight wins. Deborah L. comes in with a win off Wellston. And Prolific Shark comes in off a dead heat win at Hilliard, 2:01.2. 3 put on their winning streak on the line today at Bucyrus. Field of 5 will send it over to Ayers Ratliff.
Philly Pacers, top of the stretch, and here they come. Yeah. They're off and pacing. Mount Camus uses that rail to her advantage to go out there and get the lead. They're in second. Prolific Shark on the outside. Me So Fine. Then it's Fearful Ginger. And Deborah L. is 5th of the 5. As they move into the backstretch, they're in numerical order. And out there with the lead, Mount Camus. Mount Camus leads the way by almost 2. Prolific Shark is there in second. Me So Fine in third. It's a Fearful Ginger 4th, and Deborah L. still 5th of the 5 as they move up into the turn after a quarter in 29 1/5. Mount Camus leads the way by a length and a half in their second. Prolific Shark. It's a Me So Fine in third. Full Ginger pacing 4th, and the trailer, Deborah L. They're still in single file numerical order as they come down here to the half. Mount Camus is the one calling the shots right there in second. Prolific Shark. On into the turn they go. Me So Fine is there in third. Halfway home in 58-1. Fearful Ginger pacing 4th, and now Deborah L. She's moving out of the trailing spot. She's now 4th and on the move as they move into the backstretch. That leader is Mount Camus. Prolific Shark is there in second. Me So Fine in third. On the inside then is Fearful Ginger with Deborah L. They move by 3/4. Mount Camus trying for 4 in a row. Prolific Shark is there in second. 126-3. Moving around the turn to the top of the stretch. And with the lead, it's Mount Camus. There in second is Prolific Shark. Trying to hold third, Me So Fine. Through the stretch they come. Mount Camus. She was a winner at Marion, Bellefontaine, Oak Harbor, right back in Bucyrus. Finishing second, Prolific Shark. Me So Fine is third.
Neutrals, 1, 2, 3.
156, 3/5.
156 and 3 for your winner, Mount Camus. An easy one to chart. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yes.
5. 1, 2,
Yep.
3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those were your quarter time or your quarters. 29 and 1, 58 and 1, 126 and 3, 156 and 3. Deborah L. of Hank Levan was in last, tipped out going in the first turn for the second time and didn't seem to be making up any ground, and that's because they went in 28 and 2 the third panel, and as they went down the backstretch, it was definite that Emmanuel Miller had stepped on the gas with Mount Camus.
4 wins in a row. That's a pretty nice streak to be on.
Herman Hagerman and Manny Miller both pick up their third winning drive, not of today, but of the 2-day meet here at Bucyrus. Unofficial 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I believe that's Morgan Hagerman down in the winner's circle. Last night she was watching from someplace else. Racing some other
It's
horses.
the
Washington
one,
Courthouse.
Mount Camus. 3-year-old Bay Filly by Catch the Fire. Out of an Agenda by American Ideal, owned by Hagerman Racing. Melinda Hirschberger. Herman Hagerman trains. Emmanuel Miller, the winning driver. Time of the mile, 1:56 and 3. This one sponsored by Big D's Tech and Vet Supply. Mount Camus the winner. Prolific Shark second. Me So Fine was third. Fearful Ginger fourth. Deborah L fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the bottom. 29 and 1. 58 and 1. 126 and 3. 156 and 3. And in 11 tries, 4 in a row for Mount Camus.
4 straight in the Buckeye State for your winner, Mount Camus. We turn the page to race 8, the 3-year-old filly trot per $7,287. Field of 5. We'll talk about those 5 when we come back after these messages.
The Ohio equine industry needs your help. I'm Scott Mogan, president of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. With over 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. That means jobs that pump millions of dollars into the local economy and support thousands of families. For Ohio's equine industry to remain strong, we need to send a clear message to our legislators about the important role that the agricultural small businesses play in Ohio's economy. To do that, we need your help. PACER, the Political Action Committee for Equine Racing, helps support and inform on issues that could positively affect Ohio harness racing. Please consider a donation to PACER. To donate, visit our website at OHHA.com or call 614-221-3650. Your donation will help keep harness racing strong in Ohio. Thank you for your support.
Hey kids, we invite you to join the Backstretch Buddies Club, a fun and free club for kids 12 and under who love horses and wants to be a part of harness racing in Ohio. Once you've signed up, you will be able to join Willie Winnett and exciting adventures and receive awesome surprises. Sign up today using the QR code.
Once a year, the greatest converge. 12 championship races. Over $7 million on the line. History will be made. Legends will rise. In October 2026, Scioto Downs becomes the venue where speed meets destiny. The Breeders' Crown, harness racing's ultimate showdown. It all comes down to the Breeders' Crown.
Welcome back. Jay Wolf, Susan Schroeder, and Stephen Taylor bringing you the action from Bucyrus, Ohio.
And Stephen Taylor has figured out he's recording races 7 through 12, so they will be uploaded buffer-free tomorrow morning. So thanks for doing that.
Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, it's tough when we have these problems, and I know everybody wants to see him, but at least you'll get a chance to see him tomorrow morning, clear as can be. Just talking about the Breeders' Crown, what an exciting time that is going to be. Lots of stuff going to go on that night. I understand that the clubhouse is sold out, and possibly the area under the clubhouse, which they are going to enclose, that is either almost or is sold out for Saturday, the big Saturday night.
If you use Susan Schroeder as a name, does that get you anywhere? Does it get you moved up the list at all?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Probably get you in to see the Millionaires Row, but you know, we talk about how it's the best horses, the best drivers, but they're also going to do something that I just think is really cool, that they're bringing in some old horses that have retired, that I know Foiled Again is coming. I'm blanking out on the other words, but the 4 or 5 horses that they are bringing in to just be there for the fans have earned over $20 million. So they're going to bring some pretty cool horses in there. They're going to put them in stalls in back of the grandstand. And that's also where the food truck's going to be, so you can come over there and get a bite to eat and pet Foiled Again, which to me is super cool.
Super cool.
There are also going to be Foiled Again stuffies.
What is a stuffy?
Stuffy, a little stuffed Foiled Again. A toy, you know.
Okay, you're not going to have a tin foil foiled again?
No, not even tin. But we are.
There is a briar. Is there a briar?
There is a briar
Okay.
Foiled Again, yeah. But the stuffy is going to even have a notch in his ear, just like he has, and it'll say Foiled Again on one of the bottom of his hooves, and I think it's going to be kind of cool.
Now, is that a Scioto Downs thing, or is that an OHHA thing?
It's kind of a combination of lots of things. It's a little bit Breeders' Crown. It's a little bit OHHA, which I just told Frank about yesterday.
And you didn't. You're still here today, so he obviously liked the idea.
Yeah. So just kind of fun. USCA is taking the lead on that, though. It's just fun stuff. So it'll be great nights to come. Either all 4 nights are going to be wonderful. The weekend before, and then of course the finals.
They had Grand Circuit racing last weekend at Scioto Downs. Grade 3 events, Nadia Lobel, Moneymaker. What am I missing?
Send It In.
Send It In. Yep, that was invitational, right?
Yes, Send It In.
Missing the third one, fourth.
Nadia Lobel, Moneymaker.
We got the easy ones.
Man.
Cleopatra.
Yes. Cleopatra.
Yes. See, just takes us a while, but we'll get to the finish line eventually.
But lots of fun going on. I think the whole state of Ohio is excited about it. But we were
When
talking.
was the last time the Breeders' Crown was in the state of Ohio? Trivia.
You know that.
I
Probably.
think I do.
86.
Later than that.
Later?
Yep. I know. Oh, wait a minute. I do know. Because actually, the Delaware County Fair hosted 2 Breeders' Crown races in 1995, which would have been which would have been the 50th edition of the Little Brown Jug. We had CRK Susie.
Oh.
And it was a pan horse. Jeez. Someone help me out. Jimmy Byers, come on, pull out your computer. It was a pan horse, but it wasn't owned by the Peter Pan Stables, if I remember right. But it was the aged trot, an aged mare trot.
Really, at Delaware?
At Delaware. It was on a Wednesday because we had an entire trot card on Wednesday, except for the Jugette, because of the World Trotting Conference was in Ohio. The World Trotting Conference. And we had the Drivers Series. So Dave McGee represented the United States and won.
Wow.
Someone's got to help me out with started with a P, though. Saved by the Bugle.
Here are the horses on the track for the 8th race, sponsored by Munz Pernstall. 3-year-old filly trot per $7,287. Bryce Brocklehurst on 2. 1 Rose Run Bridget, Emmanuel Miller. 2 Fast Dreams make the driver Bryce Brocklehurst. 3 Tango L, Hank Levan. 4 Town Gal, Ed Greeno Jr. 5 Princess Carolyn, Braden Rhodes in the sulky.
Okay, so we'll take a closer look at the horses in this 8th race. Rose Run Bridget, Manuel Miller drives for Herman Hagerman. Anthony Miller and Hagerman Racing, the owners. A What the Hill filly out of an Explosive Matter mare. Just finished racing in the Buckeye Stallion Series at Scioto Downs. Start before that, 1 at Bell Fountain in 2, 4, and 4. She also won earlier this year at Paulding, our first fair of the year, in 2, 2, and 2.
Number 2 is Fast Dreams. Bryce Brocklehurst will pick up the drive for co-owner trainer Miles Woolham. Co-owns with Julie Ann Sweet and Chris Arnold of Akron and Strongsville. This is a full count filly out of the My MVP mare, Gal of the North. This was a $25,000 purchase. Has some braking issues last 4 starts. Stayed flat in the Buckeye Stallion Series on May 3rd at Northfield Park. Finished second, beaten just 3 lengths in 57 and 4.
Tango L and Hank Levan from the 3-hole. Hank also trains for Levan Stables. R. Levan, M. Levan, and R. Werner. This is a ready for money filly out of a Trixton mare, coming off of a 16.5 length win at Wellston, and also 3 starts back, 1 at Marion and Ottawa. This horse was just a $5,500 purchase at the Buckeye Classic sale as a yearling. Has already banked $44,000.
Number 4 is Town Gal. Ed Greeno Jr. owns, trains, and drives this creatine filly out of the Angus Hall mare. Filly, City Hall. Just making second start of the season, was 2 of 15 as a 2-year-old. Only start this year was at Ottawa. Made a break, finished 6th, distanced.
Princess Caroline and Braden Rhodes for trainer Rosie Weaver. Rosie also co-owns this horse with Heartland Acres. It's a creatine filly out of a credit winner mare. A winner at Scioto Downs in a division of the Buckeye Stallion Series in 155 flat. And then she had a little bit of bad luck in the Buckeye Stallion Series, but then had a 4th place finish last start, trotted in 55 and 2.
Panifesto.
Oh, would have never remembered that.
Lucolette.
Panifesto. Oh my gosh.
Beat SJ's Photo.
Oh,
Remember SJ's
yes, I do
Photo?
that.
So-
I do remember that.
But we had the open trot and the open mare trot at the Delaware County Fair.
Wow.
That was 95. And then before
Okay.
that, it was 92. Western Hanover lost at Northfield Park in the 3-year-old Colt Pace to a course by Kingsbridge. So he lost the jug by a nose to Fake Left and then lost the Breeders' Crown to Kingsbridge. So he didn't like Ohio.
I guess not. It used to be that they split those all up.
Yep.
Now everything's at
everything's
one
one night,
track,
yeah.
one place. Yeah.
Off and trotting Fast Dreams, Rose Run Bridget, they're both off stride. The other 3 are out cleanly thus far, and it's Princess Carolyn. And Princess Carolyn is hot to trot on the lead. Tango L is there in 2nd, Town Gal 3rd. Over there 4th, Rose Run Bridget. Fast Dreams trails, and now off stride Town Gal. So they continue on to the opening quarter, and it's Princess Carolyn out there and with the lead. In their 2nd, Tango L. Rose Run Bridget is there in 3rd. Over their 4th, Town Gal, the trailer Fast Dreams. On into the turn they go. Princess Carolyn leads the way. In their 2nd is Tango L. The opening quarter in a very soft 31 seconds as they straighten away and move down here to the half. Over their 3rd, Rose Run Bridget. Town Gal is there in 4th, and off stride again. That trailer was Fast Dreams. As they come down here to the halfway mile mark of the race, and the leader is still Princess Carolyn. Tango L is there in 2nd, and their 3rd is Rose Run Bridget, 101 and 3. Then it's Town Gal. and Fast Dreams. If you bet on her, that was a fast nightmare as they move into the backstretch on their way to 3/4. And out there with the lead, Princess Carolyn. In their second, Tango L. Rose Run Bridget still in third, Town Gal fourth, and Fast Dreams. They move into their final turn. Princess Carolyn. Here comes Tango L on the outside. 1:31 and 2. Rose Run Bridget trying to pick them both off from third. Coming to the top of the lane. Down the stretch they come with the lead. With them on top, Princess Carolyn, Tango L, Rose Run Bridget third, Princess Carolyn and Tango L, Princess Carolyn and Tango L, Princess Carolyn may have held on. Photo for win.
Minutes and one.
2 minutes, 1/5.
2 minutes, 1/5 for your winner, Princess Carolyn, who held off the late rally of Tango L. So unofficial 5-3-1. Braden Rhodes picks up his second win of the day, second of the 2-day meet. Rosie Weaver picks up her fourth to move into a second place in the training standings here at Bucyrus. Crowd is very appreciative of that effort,
Very
too.
much,
Let's
yes.
follow the excitement here and let's move it down the road.
I know.
Next fair.
They really are having a good time. I mean, they're pumping their fists. They're jumping up and down. This has been some exciting races for them to watch. It's always fun.
The only bad thing is you have to wait 364 more days till the next time, right?
Yep.
The amount of effort it takes to, I mean, there's people who train here year-round, so,
Mm-hmm.
but some of the fairs that don't have people stabled there year-round, it's a lot of work for 1 and 2 days.
Yes.
So hats off to all the volunteers who make County Fair Racing what it is.
We talked about the Dharma Falls having so many horses in and how they help. Frank did an interview with Joe last night, and they said, why do you do this for all the fairs? And he said the fairs to him are just such an important part of the history and ongoing, and he just wants to do, him and Fran do everything they can to help that.
Why do they help? Because they can and they want to.
Yes.
And that's the...
Yeah.
I'm a little disappointed in our fair this year. Last year, the giant pile of stone dust there by the grandstand, we had 8 kids climbing it and sliding down last
That's
year
right,
on their
yeah.
bellies and on their butts. But I don't think it's not roped off or anything.
No.
What happened? What's wrong with the kids here
I
in
don't
Crawford
know.
County? They haven't realized there's a what would
Giant
your grandchildren be
Oh.
doing right now, huh?
The little one would be in it like crazy. Yeah.
Philly by Creatine. From Social Success by Credit Winner on by Heartland Acres and Rosie Weaver. Rosie Weaver trains Braden Rhodes, the winning driver, time of the mile, 2 minutes, 1/5. Back to the Ron Store commercial sound. Winner circle, the Munns Pernstall Trot.
Now with the wheel. That was the last of the state races.
Rose Run Bridget was third, Fast Dreams fifth, Tango L second, Town Gal fourth, Princess Carolyn the winner. 3-5-2, 4-1 on the bottom, 31, 101 and 3, 131 and 4, 2 minutes, 1/5.
We are not letting grass grow under our feet tonight. They're
Nope.
moving them out, so we're going to turn the page to race 9, which is, speaking of the Dharma Force, the Springhaven Farm Ladies Driving Series presented by Joe and Fran. Purse $3,000, field of 4. We have one change. Jasmine Short will drive the 3 Yacht Week. We'll talk about all 4 of the combatants after these messages.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
Do you love
horses, and the outdoors? There are hundreds of immediate openings across Ohio for caretakers and grooms. Work with these beautiful animals every day. Health insurance, vision care, prescription benefits, and a retirement plan are available to those that qualify. Help care for these beautiful animals. Immediate openings across Ohio. For more information, visit OhioHorseJobs.com. That's OhioHorseJobs.com.
Welcome back to the dream.
We want to hear more about your visit to the governor's mansion.
Oh, it was, well, I don't know if I should talk. We drove up and they're like, come on in. I was like,
Really?
no metal detectors, no bomb sniffing dogs. We walked in and we were escorted to his study, and he came in and sat and talked to us, and he was very gracious with his time, and people may not realize that the governor was influential in helping us get the Little Brown Jug purse right after COVID to $1 million. He was able to divert some tourism money from the state of Ohio, so we were grateful for that. Also, Delaware County Fairgrounds benefits from a bed tax. So anytime someone uses one of the Delaware County hotels, a portion of the tax generated by that stay gets sent back to the Delaware County Fair for capital improvements. So the probably have noticed the big agricultural center up front. We've renovated a lot of the horse barns, if not all of them by now. So he was very beneficial in helping us get legislation through. It's not as easy as people think, so we're very grateful for the support that he is giving us. So it's great that we get a chance to honor him during Jug Week. And his chief of staff has had jug tickets since the 80s.
Oh, my gosh.
He's had box seats since the 80s.
Oh, wow.
So the governor, when we went in and he says, well, what is expected of me during Jug Week? And we said, well, Tuesday night there'll be a private reception in which he'll be given the opportunity to give us, some comments. And then Thursday in the winter circle at the Jug, we'd like you to come back and present the trophy. And he looked at his chief of staff, and Michael says, sir, I've already got him on your calendar. So he had already went ahead and assumed that he was going to accept. So we're grateful for Michael for his assistance with that. But a lot of great support from politicians here in the state. Jim Beakey, I think we'd be, I told the governor, I said, now you would be following in the steps of James Rhodes and Jim Beakey, and he was somewhat touched, and he says those are two great gentlemen to follow in the footsteps of. So, so we're grateful to have him as our Wall of Fame honoree this year. So
that's really great.
Yep. So
and speaking of all the improvements that you've done on the fairgrounds, when we went up for the qualifiers a month or so ago, there were no seats.
We like tearing things up.
You do.
Yeah, they removed all the plastic seats from the box seats. We're going to go back to folding chairs. It just gives you, those seats came from an amphitheater, an ill-fated music amphitheater in Columbus. And while at the time we thought it was a great idea, it's just very constraining. And this way you can move seats around. If you only have 7 using them on one day, you can move the seats any way you want. You can face each other. You can put them in a circle. You can move them any way you want. So we're going back to the lawn chairs there. We also removed some VIP boxes out front. What we're trying to get is more flow. If you're familiar with the grandstand, there is one way out from underneath the grandstand to the winter circle, and that is through a 5-foot wide tunnel. So that we have removed everything to the west of that. So now people will be able to come in and out from underneath the grandstand. We did have to remove some VIP boxes, but we're able to move all those. The VIP boxes are used mostly for sponsors, so we were able to relocate those. So so we're going to get more flow underneath the grandstands.
That
More
would be
improvements.
Great.
Yeah.
More improvements, yeah.
Race Springhaven Farm, a lady driving series presented by Joe and Fran Darmafall won. Yes, I did, Mandy Jones. 2 Western BB, Lauren Harmon drives. 3 Yacht Week driver change, Jasmine Short. And the 4 Ollie's Rockin', Bobby Joe Brewer in the sulky.
That is the field for the Spring Haven Farm Lady Driving Series. Number 1 is Mandy Jones driven. Yes, I did. Brian Jones trains. Mandy is the owner. This is a Shady Shark Hanover, 6-year-old gelded son of Shady Shark Hanover. Winless in 8 seasonal starts, has 7 career wins, the fastest in 53-2 as a 4-year-old at Dayton Raceway.
Western BB and Lauren Harmon from the 2-hole for trainer Dale Edwards. David Pimstill from right here in Bucyrus, the owner. This is a 6-year-old gelding by Western Vintage. He's had 94 lifetime starts, 11 wins, 92,000 in earnings. A mark is a 3-year-old of 54-2, taken at Northfield Park. Was a winner 2 starts back at Northfield Park in 155.
Number 3 is Yacht Week. Make the driver Jasmine Short. Herman Hagerman trains, co-owns this 10-year-old gelded son of some beach somewhere. Co-owns with Terrence Smith of Lancaster, Texas. Has 272 career starts with 37 wins, the fastest being 150-3 as a 5-year-old at Miami Valley Raceway.
And rounding out the field, Ollie's Rockin' and Bobby Joe Brewer for trainer-owner Kenneth Hurst. This is an 8-year-old by Rockin' Image. He's had 168 lifetime starts, 9 wins, 111,000 in earnings. A mark as a 6-year-old of 152-4. And although he hasn't hit the board yet this year, boy, he's been pacing some big miles at Scioto, 55-1, 54, 54-3. So some big miles for Ollie's Rockin'.
Ollie's Rockin' won't know what to do. There seems like there's always someone behind him that's different.
Yeah.
Bobby Joe Brewer tonight, Ken Holliday, Sam Widger, Jeremy Smith, Ronnie Gillespie. So the
Wow.
last 5 drivers. So Ollie's Rockin'. Now, what else will be rocking is this grandstand if Ayers Ratliff gets them stirred up again like he
Yes.
did the previous few races. So this has been a great addition to the County Fair Racing, the Ladies Driving Series.
I think they're making another turn because of the line at the windows, probably. They say this is one of the best bet races of any fair that they have the ladies driving at. They bet them big.
It's a nice purse, too. Normally, they
Yes.
don't race for a nice purse of $3,000 here for the 5 ladies, or 4 ladies. Lauren Harmon came down from Northfield Park for just this one drive. Mandy Jones also. Jasmine Short, it's hard to see her colors with an A on the sleeve when she's a Short now instead of an
Yes,
Arnold.
yes.
So, field of 4 behind a Mike Wolkenberg starting gate. He's making his way around the final turn. We'll soon open the gate's wings and we'll send these 4 on their way for the Spring Haven Farms Ladies Driving Series.
Fran Dharma Fall. Purse $3,000. Lady drivers here for the 9th race, top of the stretch, and here they come. Here, off and pacing and Western BB and Lauren Harmon. They want the lead on the outside. Yacht Week and Jasmine Short, they won it too. The race looks to be on early as they move on into the backstretch. Yacht Week and Jasmine Short won it more. Western BB and Lauren Harmon is there in second. Then Yes I Did and Mandy Jones in third. And Bobby Joe Brewer and Ollie's Rockin' is 4th of the 4. They go to the opening quarter. Yacht Week has the lead, leads them out there by a length and a quarter. Western BB is there in second, 28-4. Over there in third is Yes I Did. Ollie's Rockin' is still 4th. They round the turn, they straighten away and come on to the halfway mile mark of the race. Yacht Week is leading. Western BB there in second. Over there third, Yes I Did. Ollie's Rockin' is moving up on the outside from the trailing spot. They roll here by the half. And Jasmine Short and Yacht Week on the lead. In their second is a Western BB, 59-2 the halftime. As they move around the turn to the backstretch, Ollie's Rockin' is on the outside, now in third, and in their fourth, Yes I Did. They're into the backstretch. They're on their way to 3/4. Yacht Week trying to seal the deal. They're in second, Western BB. Then it's Yes I Did. Ollie's Rockin' is there in fourth as they go by 3/4. And it's Yacht Week, who won last time at Oak Harbor, going to try to roll again there. In second is Western BB, moving around the turn to the top of the stretch. Yacht Week trying to see it through after a 1:29.1. Western BB looks alive to the outside. Jasmine Short on the inside. Lauren Harmon on the outside. Yacht Week and Western BB. These two come into the wire. Photo for win. Maybe Western BB, but it's very tight on the line. Time of the mile, 1:58.
1:58 for your unofficial winner, the 2, Western BB, Lauren Harmon. We talked earlier about the short stretch. That didn't seem to bother her. She tipped off as late as you could with about an eighth of a mile to go and looked to get up in the final strides over Yacht Week and Jasmine Short. First half 59-2, second half 59-3.
3-1 in the ninth.
Kim. Another exciting race for the crowd. Going wild.
The ladies never seem to disappoint, do they?
No.
Dale Edwards trains here at Bucyrus, winning over David Pimstill of Bucyrus. So a hometown win. Celebrate with some bratwurst tonight.
Yes.
As a Wisconsin native, you're not too upset with that, are you?
No, bratwurst would be
Yeah.
great.
Now, do you put anything on bratwurst?
I do not.
Yeah, you eat them regular.
Yeah.
Now, have you had the bratwurst patties?
Yes.
I had those in the store. Those are not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
For commercial sound winner circle. To greet the winner, the 2, Western BB. Now, is David Pernstill the owner of Munster?
That golf cart was full.
And there's many coming running down the into the far turn here. That's why Lauren, I think, was taking her time getting back to the winner's circle. A, you want to savor it. Second of all, you have a lot of people coming.
A pocket rocket up the stretch, popping here, and a winning race number 9. It's the 2, Western BB. Western BB is a 6-year-old big-headed son of Western Vintage. At a Mary Celeste by your nemesis. I'm a David Pernstill of Bucyrus, Ohio. Dale Edwards trains. Lauren Harmon, the winning driver. Time of the mile, 1:58. This one is presented by Joe and Fran Darmafall. The Darmafalls do so much for horse racing and are so supportive of the Springhaven Farm Lady Driving Series. Also a big shout out to David Pernstill, the owner of Western BB, and a big congratulations to you. You are the sponsor of the Munz Pernstill Starting Gate. Have a sponsor door prizes tonight in the second chance lucky loser drawings, and a race sponsor as well. You definitely deserve to have your hometown horse come home a winner. Yes I Did was third, Western BB the winner, Yacht Week second, Ollie's Rockin' fourth. 3, 1, 2, 4 on the bottom, 28-4. 59-2, 129-1, the mile time 1:58.
Lauren Harmon was the 2024 Harness Racing Hall of Fame Amateur Driver Champion a few years ago, so obviously knows how to get home a winner.
Didn't she go to Ireland?
I believe she did,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So that'll be coming up soon. We'll hear a lot
It
more
will.
on Roger's social media about that, but
I have to show the people.
no, I
Oh,
know you don't have
Yeah,
to.
yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah, yeah. This is so cool. This is something that Jay puts together. I'm just going to show you the one page there. So every time that a driver comes up, and Jay wants to add a little bit more to the program, he just comes to his binder and finds out something about the different drivers. I'll give you let's see who else we got in here. Aaron Merriman.
He needs more pages than one.
He needs more pages, yeah. But this is what Jay does in his spare time.
Yeah, my spare time in the winter when I have nothing going on. But no, it started out,
Pretty
I
cool.
just started taking notes, and then I said, well, might as well type up the notes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure they get tired of hearing the same old stories I talk about, so if we can add some education in here, it's helpful. So we start with the ladies, now we go to the youth. We turn the page to race number 10, the Terry Holton Youth Driving Series, the Playboy Hanover. And I was actually perusing Harness Racing History's Facebook page, and they had a program from the 70s, and wouldn't you know, guess who was in it? Playboy Hanover.
Really?
So I took a screenshot, so we at least have his breeding and his owner from way back when. So we'll talk a little bit about Playboy Hanover. A field of 4 going postward, no changes, which is a rarity in this card.
It certainly
We'll
is.
talk about all 4 of these young drivers when we come back after these messages.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
History, tradition. For over 100 years, 2- and 3-year-old trotters and pacers have started their careers on the tracks of the Home Talent Colt Stakes. See the future stars of Ohio harness racing at one of the Home Talent's 15 tracks. The stars of tomorrow are racing at a track near you today. The Home Talent Colt Stakes. You can't win them if you aren't in them.
Welcome back to the Crawford County Fair here in beautiful Bucyrus, Ohio. It is just it's just such a wonderful night here. A nice breeze blowing through the grandstand, and people are putting on their sweatshirts. I put mine on a while ago because it is a little bit brisk, but just a great night to sit and watch. And we're having a wonderful crowd. I just took a little video of the crowd as that last race was coming across, and the crowd's just really into these races. They've been yelling and pumping their fists and jumping up and down, so everybody's having a great time tonight. Believe that this fair goes on through the weekend. It is one of the longer fairs that we have. I think it's 10 or 11 days long. So lots of activities. They're going to have lots of stuff in the infield. They've got a huge pulling area, and I'm sure that I think they have the demo derby is usually on the last night. Coming up next is going to be the Terry Holton Youth Driving Series. We just had the ladies, and now we're going to have the youth, and we've got Ranger Steck, who is just 20 years old, David Justice, 22, Harvey Hirschberger, 23, and Coda Noble is 26. So Coda is the oldest one in the field. David Justice, you may have a hard time recognizing him as he just got his hair cut. David always had some long blonde locks sticking out of the back of his helmet, and he has got those all cut off. So you can still, he's got the white with red colors on, but you won't be able to recognize him by his hair anymore since he got that cut. So we've got 4 in this race. This is another great addition to the racing here, the Terry Holton Youth Series. I think it's, what has it been, like 4 or 5 years? But it used to be a youth driving series many, many years ago. We've got some of the drivers that are still driving today that were in that.
Ron Steck participated. Yep. Brian Brown as a driver, not a trainer. You just assumed he was always a trainer, but no, he actually was a driver.
I think I saw Sandy Beatty picture in there, and Ryan Holton. Him every once in a while we see Ryan Holton, son of Terry Holton. He's a great collector of stuff, and he usually has a picture, brings in pictures into the office to show us.
So Playboy Hanover was a dancer Hanover out of the Purdy Dottie mare out of Sampson, Hanover, owned by Cecil Hess of Centerburg, Ohio. Terry Holton was the trainer driver. Came into this race on winner of 4 straight. Liberty Bell. There's a track we don't talk much about. Hollywood Park in California.
Wow. So you found a program, you said?
Yeah, it was on Harness Race. It was somewhere, and they had the program page, and Playboy Hanover said, "Wait a minute, we got a race for Playboy Hanover."
We know that was.
Well, yeah. So.
Isn't that to me is a fascinating site, the harness racing history, the things that pop up every once in a while. It's just really cool. Any of you who are on Facebook, you should go check that out if you can, because it's really neat. I've put up a few things. I have in my basement is a lot of Wisconsin harness racing history stuff that someday I'm going to sort through it.
That's what we all say. We're going to sort through it. So there's the bugle for the 10th, the Youth Driving Series in honor of Terry Holton.
Here they are for the upcoming 10th race. Win place, exacta trifecta wagering, purse $1,500. It is the Playboy Hanover Terry Holton Youth Driving Series, presented by Smith Farm. 1 Somewhere Vintage, 20-year-old Ranger Steck in the bike. 2 Brady to Gronk, 23-year-old Harvey Hirschberger's up. 3 Miss M.A.K., 26-year-old Coda Noble. And 4 Mr. Deja Vu, 22-year-old David Justice in the sulky.
I was telling everybody you can't tell David Justice because he used to have those blonde locks flowing from under his helmet, and they've all cut off.
Don't know much about Coda Noble, but I'll tell you what, he's got a nice set of colors. He's got black and orange. With a nice white bike with orange trim. It
looks pretty sharp.
Looks very sharp. So, number 1 is Somewhere Vintage. Ranger Steck will drive for his father, who owns this Western Vintage 6-year-old son. 1 win in 19 starts. That win was in 56 in 2 at Northfield Park.
Brady to Gronk, Harvey Hirschberger up for trainer Edward Miller, owner Ashley Miller. This is an 8-year-old Western Maverick. It's had 165 lifetime starts, got 122,000 plus in earnings, and a mark as a 4-year-old of 154-3 at Northfield Park.
Number 3 is Miss M.A.K. Coda Noble, drive for Jamie Noble, who Saginaw, Michigan. This is an 8-year-old mare out by He's Watching. 2 wins in 16 starts, 9 wins in 123 career starts.
David Justice drives Mr. Deja Vu. He's a 8-year-old gelding by If I Can Dream. Trainer Roy Justice, and Roy also owns. This horse has had 148 lifetime starts with 8 wins, 15 seconds, and 19 thirds. Just a smidge over $100,000. A 5-year-old mark of 154-1 taken at Miami Valley. Nice field of horses, kind of a little bit more maybe evenly matched. If you look at how they've been pacing their last miles, they're all in the 54, 55, 56 range.
You notice I made you say Brady to Gronk as a Packers fan. Field of 4 for the Playboy Hanover Terry Holton Youth Driving Series presented by Smith Farms. Field of 4 behind the Mike Wolkenberg starting gate. Getting ready to send them on their way. Purse $1,500.
And here they come.
Two horses running.
Brady to Gronk on a break. They're off into pacing, and it's somewhere vintage on the inside. Miss M.A.K. is up on the outside as they move around the first turn. Over there in early third, Mr. Deja Vu and Brady to Gronk is the trailer as they move on into the backstretch, and Ranger Stack has somewhere vintage out there and on the lead. In there to be second, Coda Noble, Miss M.A.K. David Justice and Mr. Deja Vu is third, and back fourth, Harvey Hirschberger and Brady to Gronk. They travel by the opening fraction here, and somewhere vintage leads the way in their second, Miss M.A.K. 30 4/5. Mr. Deja Vu and Brady to Gronk. Around the turn, they'll straighten away and move down here to the half, and Ranger Stack has somewhere vintage out there and on top. Right there in second, Miss M.A.K. Then it's Mr. Deja Vu and Brady to Gronk. Pacing here by the half, and somewhere vintage is the leader. Miss M.A.K. is there in second. Mr. Deja Vu is third. Halfway home, 101-1. That trailer is Brady to Gronk. Around the turn, they'll head into the backstretch. Somewhere vintage. Miss M.A.K. is still there, tracking the leader in second. Pacing in third, Mr. Deja Vu with Brady to Gronk. To 3/4 they go. Somewhere vintage leads them by 2. In their second is still Miss M.A.K. Then it's Mr. Deja Vu and Brady to Gronk. Moving by 3/4, 131. In and around the final turn, somewhere vintage and Ranger Stack out there by 2.5. Miss M.A.K. is trying to hold second. Mr. Deja Vu to the outside third. Through the stretch they come in the Playboy Hanover Terry Holton Youth Driving Series. Somewhere vintage from start to finish. Finishing second, Miss M.A.K. Third, Mr. Deja Vu.
Was he just rocking in the backyard?
Time of the mile, 1:59 4/5.
Sub 2 minute mile
Wow.
for somewhere vintage Ranger Stack. Although he's only 20, he looks like he's been doing it a long time with that effort. Dad trainer Ron Steck, who owns this Western Vintage gelded son, been racing at Scioto Downs with Trevor Smith and Chris Page in the bike. Picks up a win here at Bucyrus with Ranger Steck.
Was second in the Holton Series at Circleville with Ranger.
Express, bringing them back here to the Ron Store Commercial Sound Winner's Circle. Meeting the winner of the 10th race, the Playboy Hanover Terry Holton Youth Driving Series, presented by Smith Farm, Ranger Stack, and Somewhere Vintage.
Really an uncharacteristic break for Brady to Gronk. I mean, he's had 165 lifetime starts. He didn't get all those by running, so it's really surprising. Made that break behind the gate.
Race 10, the one Somewhere Vintage. 6-year-old bay-gutted son of Western Vintage at a Somewhere Sweet by Some Beach Somewhere. Owned by Ron Steck, who also trains Ranger Steck, the winning driver. Time of the mile, 1:59.4. Winner of the Playboy Hanover Terry Holton Youth Driving Series, presented by Smith Farm.
Pretty good over here in front of me.
The race winner, Brady DeGronk fourth, Miss MAK second, Mr. Deja Vu was third. 1, 4, 2, 3 on the bottom, 30 and 4/5, 101 and 1, 131, 159 and 4.
My wife just left to get me.
That Ranger Steck winning that race, that kid has got a career in broadcasting if he doesn't want to drive horses anymore. Ashley Daly did a little interview with him. I can't remember exactly when it was, but he handled himself really well behind the microphone, just as well as he does behind a horse.
We turn the page to race 11. Purse of $10,000 for the Lawrence Burwell Memorial Signature and Graduate Series Trot. Field of 6. We'll talk about all 6 after these messages.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out, Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Sign up for text messaging and receive $10 off your order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Do you love horses and the outdoors? There are hundreds of immediate openings across Ohio for caretakers and grooms. Work with these beautiful animals every day. Health insurance, vision care, prescription benefits, and a retirement plan are available to those that qualify. Help care for these beautiful animals. Immediate openings across Ohio. For more information, visit OhioHorseJobs.com. That's OhioHorseJobs.com.
Welcome back. Crawford County Fair, Bucyrus, Ohio. Jay Wolf, Susan Schroeder, Stephen Taylor. Help bringing you the action. It's not cold, is it?
No, I'm not cold. Are you cold?
No. I told you I'm never going to complain about being cold in July.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a beautiful night here. This is a nice purse for a signature series, signature and graduate series. So it's you can get points in both. Graduate Series, I believe, is held at Northfield. Signature Series final is held at Delaware. So I want to know, we were talking about Delaware, and they took out all those seats. Did people come and get seats?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I don't think anyone liked them.
I was pushing for it at the qualifiers. I thought, man, it's a whole dumpster full of cool seats. Kind of disappointed.
I know what you're disappointed about, not being able to say Kajavian Carter tonight. Jakavian Carter.
That's right.
Kajavian Carter.
You've got
Logan Ebersol is now driving.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Kajavian.
Kajavian, is that how did you figure that out?
I Googled it.
Did you?
Yeah.
We were just calling him JJ.
Well, that's what I
That
heard.
was a lot easier.
I figured if his mom's willing to spell out Kajavian, I should learn how to pronounce it.
You're right.
So.
Who did you say is driving that?
Logan Ebersol.
Logan.
Logan normally drives up at Northfield Park, came down for tonight's events.
11th race, 3 Master Crown, Braden Rose on 3. That's the 11th race.
Braden on the 3.
Get more changes here, don't we?
Who's on the 2? Do you have one on the 2?
Keith Cash Jr.
Oh.
Braden Rhodes, Manny Miller, Clifton Bell, Logan Ebersol. So it's like a Northfield Park reunion.
Signature Series is now in at 36 different fairs.
That's great.
Yeah. Pretty cool way to race these older horses that maybe they aren't quite as good at the pari-mutuel tracks as they were. Nice for them to get to come out to the fair. See the Ferris wheels. have a funnel cake. Pretty sure there's a lot of these old guys that would like a funnel cake.
Air said he wanted to do a proper post parade here.
Ah,
We need 2 more horses.
Clifton Bell coming onto the track. 1, 2, 3. This is a 6-horse field. We have our first 8-horse field in the finale tonight. Got the 12th race has 8 horses in. And that's another signature and graduate series with a purse of $10,000. So see, the Crawford County Fair stepped up and got these purses to be.
And that's done through the OHHA.
Yep, have some feature race grants. I always should talk about the feature race grants and the capital improvement grants. If any of you are on a fair board or know somebody on a fair board, should have them contact the OHHA or go to our OHHA.com to the Racing Fair resources.
When are
and
those
find out.
decided on at the?
Those are usually decided in December.
Okay.
The fair, we move the due date up until October 31st, and then the fair committee meets in December, and then the fair committee presents what they want, what they decided to the full board, and the full board has to then say yes or no. Just both of those are great grant programs. The capital improvement grant is a matching funds grant, so the fair has to come up with half of it. But that can be in kind, or it can be volunteer work. It can be a lot of different things. So a lot of fairs have done a lot of great things.
They've asked for a staggered post parade. We'll see how this works out.
Yeah.
We'll have to give them a rating at the end.
For the 11th race, the Signature Series, very big deal here at the Crawford County Fair, a purse of $10,000. It is the Lawrence Burwell Memorial Signature and Graduate Series Trot. This one sponsored by the Edwards family. Here are the trotters. 17 lifetime wins, a mark of 153-3. Earnings of over $400,000. Hank Levan on the 1, Sandy's Commando L. 17 lifetime wins, a mark of 155-1. Earnings of over $140,000. Keith Cass Jr. down to drive the 2, Vroom and Vonnie. 26 lifetime wins, earnings of over $320,000. Driver change Braden Rhodes on the 3, Cast Your Crown. 24 lifetime wins, earnings of over $200,000. A mark of 155-1, Emmanuel Miller on the 4, KJ Todd. 12 lifetime wins, earnings of almost $160,000. A mark of 154-1, driver change Clifton Bell on the 5, Gabby's Rocky Top. And completing the field, 15 lifetime wins, earnings of almost $60,000. A mark of 154, driver change Logan Ebersol on the 6, Feisty Jim. That's the field for the 11th race. A very quality group of trotters here. Purse $10,000, sponsored by the Edwards Family Win Play Show, Exacta Quinella Trifecta Wagering.
We'll have to tip our cap to Ayers Rattler for doing a nice job for us introducing him, so we really don't have much to do. Just to remind everyone that Sadie's Commando L, Hank Levan, will drive the 1. Number 2 is Vroom and Vonnie. Keith Cash Jr. will drive for trainer Carl Easterday. Number 3, Cast Your Crown. Braden Rose will pick up the drive for trainer Michael Durunce. Number 4, Emmanuel Miller will drive KJ Todd. Herman Hagerman trains and owns. Number 5, Gabby's Rocky Top. Clifton Bell will drive for co-owner trainer Chris Beaver, who co-owns this one with Johnny Beaver, Mineral Lick Farms, and Steve Z. Handler. And rounding out the field of 6 is the 6, Feisty Jim. Logan Ebersol for owner trainer Joe Wilson.
KJ Todd coming off of a 3-win streak. He won the free-for-all at Carrollton, the Signature Series at Bell Fountain, and then now winners of 2,500 last 4 at Northfield Park.
Field of 6 going for $10,000, the Lawrence Burwell Memorial Signature and Graduate Series here at Bucyrus. Starter has called the Trotters to the gate. We'll have to give them an A+ on the post parade too. They were
Absolutely.
they were actually spaced quite well in numeric order, which is always nice. So
that was kind of perfect.
So, yeah. You can tell it's a very even field when we don't have a favorite. Well, we have one favorite. We have one at 2-1 and the other 3 at 3-1. So very evenly spread here in race 11. Signature and Graduate Series here at Bucyrus. Field of 6 behind the Mike Wilkenberg starting gate. The gate swings have opened. He's under control. We'll send it over to Ayers Ratliff.
J. Todd, Gabby's Rocky Top. To the outside, Feisty Jim. Top of the stretch for the Lawrence Burwell Memorial Signature and Graduate Series Trotta purse, $10,000. And here they come. Feisty Jim on a break. Off and trotting, and Sandy's Commando L rolls up the inside. On the outside, Cast Your Crown. In there next has Vroom and Vonnie, who's coming on in between them. As they move into the backstretch, they're 3 wide, driving onto the opening quarter. Cast Your Crown is 3 deep. In between them, Vroom and Vonnie. Sandy's Commando L is there in third. Over their 4th, KJ Todd. Then it's Gabby's Rocky Top, and Feisty Jim lost his stride and cannot find it as they went by the opening quarter. And Vroom and Vonnie taking no prisoners here. 28 3/5 on the outside. Cast Your Crown. Sandy's Commando L is there in third. KJ Todd looks them over from 4th. They straighten away. They trot down here to the halfway mile mark of the race where Vroom and Vonnie taking a lot of heat. Cast Your Crown is on the outside. Braden Rhodes wants to go. Keith Cast Jr., he said no. They went over here by the half. On the inside, Vroom and Vonnie protecting the rail. On the outside, Cast Your Crown, 58-1 the halftime. Moving up now, KJ Todd, and KJ Todd is rolling up on the outside. Moving into the backstretch, KJ Todd is catapulting to the lead. There in second is Cast Your Crown. Then it's Vroom and Vonnie. Sandy's Commando L is shaking free. Then it's Gabby's Rocky Top. They move by 3/4. KJ Todd leads the way. On the outside, Sandy's Commando L. Moving up is Gabby's Rocky Top. 3/4, 128-3. Moving around the turn to the top of the stretch, KJ Todd. That one turns first. Sandy's Commando L is into second. Up and on the outside is Gabby's Rocky Top. It is still KJ Todd. Sandy's Commando L is coming. KJ Todd finds the line a winner. Sandy's Commando L second. Tight for third. Time of the mile, 158, 4/5.
They were playing hard ball early in that one. Vroom and Vonnie and Cast Your Crown went at it hot and heavy for the first quarter mile. That did take a toll. KJ Todd sat off the pace and was able to rally around the tiring leaders to win 158-4 for Herman Hagerman trainee. Manny Miller picks up yet another win. Win number 3 on the night, 4th for the beat.
As you said, they really fought this race. They were 3 wide going in the first turn. They were 3 wide going up the backside. It was quite an exciting race. I'm not sure what happened with Feisty Jim, but he just could not settle down. It was kind
His
of
heirs
rough
like
trip.
to say he do run, he
Y-
do
y-
run.
yes. KJ Todd, that makes 4 in a row. 5 out of the last 6 starts.
That was the penultimate.
It was.
Jury winner circle express moves them back to the 11th race winner circle to congratulate the winner of the Lawrence Burwell Memorial Signature and Graduate Series Trot winner, sponsored by the Edwards family, the 4, KJ Todd. KJ Todd, a 6-year-old bay-goated son of Trixton. Out of Wark Woman by Ken Workington. All My Hagerman Racing, Herman Hagerman trains Emmanuel Miller, the winning driver. Time of the mile 1:58 and 4.
To the 12th and final, the Walter Michael Memorial.
Sandy's Commando L was second, Vroom and Vonnie
sorry.
5th, Castor Crown 3rd, KJ Todd the winner, Gabby's Rocky Top 4th, Feisty Jim 6th, 253-146 on the bottom, 28 and 3, 58 and 1, 128 and 3, 158 and 4.
Now,
Now.
that brings us to the 12th and final. The Walter Michael Memorial Signature and Graduate Series purse at $10,000 for Open Pacers. We'll talk about all 8 after this last final commercial break.
Feel the thunder, experience the speed, witness the excitement of Ohio harness racing. Ohio is home to 4 pari-mutuel tracks with exciting action at Northfield Park, Scioto Downs, Miami Valley Gaming and Racing, and Dayton Raceway. Plus racing at 66 county and independent fairs statewide. From legendary events like the Little Brown Jug to the Dayton Racing Derby, Battle of Lake Erie, and Next Generation Stakes, Ohio is where champions race. The speed, the tradition, the excitement. Don't just watch it, be a part of it. Race Ohio, it's your best bet.
The finale. Getaway.
The getaway pace.
Getaway pace.
Walter Michael, the memorial here, for those who do not know, he was actually owner of Pickwick Farms, which is just a breeding facility just north of Bucyrus on Route 4. He also was one of the original owners of Northfield Park.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
So
I was just
Stephen and I were working on Hall of Fame stuff on harnessracingohio.com. We unveiled a lot of that fun material. So remind everyone that the Ohio Hall of Fame members are on harnessracingohio.com. It's a nice chance. And if you have pictures or stories that are okay to tell, we reserve the right to edit them, but to review them.
Beep them.
Yeah.
Beep them.
So.
Yeah, if anybody has anything like that, let us know. We'll take pictures of it. We don't want to keep your originals, but we'll take pictures. And just it's came a long way in a couple of years.
Brad Conrad said one of his first wagers, he might not have been legal at the time, but one of his big wagers that he originally won was on Pickwick Barron. So he'll always remember Pickwick Farms, because Pickwick Barron, who was a stallion there for a long time.
And now I think Pickwick Farms is a kind of a shop.
Well,
You
it's
have
a
a
little bit of
restaurant?
everything.
Yeah.
It's a You Pick Flower shop. It's got a coffee shop in there. I guess there's a small restaurant, and there's a craft area. It's a wedding venue, so they've got
Oh.
all kind of stuff there. One of the buildings is called The Stalls.
Oh, it is. I didn't realize
Stalls.
that. The stalls.
So,
Well, that's cool. It was
Yep.
nice when it can stay. You
Yep.
know, it's kind of remember what it was in the past. It's just the amount of history is incredible. I'm trying to talk Frank Froz into that we need a actual physical museum, Hall of Fame type
Okay.
thing. I haven't gotten very far
Right.
yet. We just need a
He's
building.
got a house and a basement.
Yeah.
We can charge admission to get in Frank's basement.
Yeah. Well, that I think is full of Buffalo Bills stuff.
Yeah,
though.
well, we can't help that. But
Baseball cards, yeah.
Yep.
Thousands and thousands of baseball cards.
5 on the track. We're waiting for 3.
This is going to be our biggest field of the meet. 8 horses.
This is a very wide track. We
Yes.
said it earlier. They used to be able to score 8 wide, but I think now they do, for safety reasons, just score 7 wide. But not many county fairs can say we score 7 wide.
Right. And as you have mentioned a couple times tonight, there's kind of short stretches, but big, wide, sweeping turns, which is kind of makes it nice.
Yeah. Not evident by the last few races, but there's been very few breakers.
Right.
Yeah. So we go from here to Rock Springs, the paperclip.
Yeah.
That's coming up, isn't it?
I guess I'm not exactly sure when. That's an interesting place. That's for sure.
I asked somebody because originally it was like what, a 1/3 mile, and they
think
had to expand it.
yeah.
So it's, if you look at it through Google Earth, it does have a very unique look. I jokingly said one time to a driver, "Do you literally at the end of the stretch get off, turn your bike, set it back down, hop on, and then do another straightaway? And then when you get to the other end, get off the bike, turn the bike around,
Yeah.
sit back down, and then go down the back stretch because those turns are tight."
Yeah. I have. Oh,
Okay.
so we got
Oh,
a little
that's a
ways.
long ways away.
They say you have to know how to drive those turns. I mean,
Yep.
you just can't hug the rail and stay right there. You've got to drift out a little bit. But it's it's kind of neat.
Absolutely.
All of our places are got a little bit of specialness to them.
It's not boring.
Yeah.
There's something unique about all the county
Yeah.
fairs.
Yeah.
Brad Conrad and I were talking about this county fair has a model train area, and we went through the model train area last year. Something about
And it's a whole building,
yeah,
you
it's
said.
a whole building, and there's a little engineer in all of us little boys. Everyone
Yeah.
had a toy train growing up.
Yeah.
So. It's like a European start with them turning like that up there.
For race 12, the Walter Michael Memorial Signature and Graduate Series Pace. Purse of $10,000. Bring them on, Logan. Win Play Show, Exacta Quinella Trifecta Wagering. Logan Ebersol is on the 1, Braden Rhodes on the 8. A full field of 8 for your Signature and Graduate Series. 20 lifetime wins. Earnings of almost $200,000, a mark of 152. Driver change, Logan Ebersol on the mare, the 1. She's all jacked up. 35 lifetime wins. Winner of over $230,000, a mark of 151. Michael Durance on the 2, King Corona. $16 lifetime wins. Winnings of over $125,000, a mark of 151. David Justice on the 3, Dance the Way You Are. 11 lifetime wins. Earnings of almost $80,000, a mark of 152-3. Hank Levan on the 4, Eddie Nine Toes. 29 lifetime wins. A mark of 151-4. Earnings of over $175,000. Ranger Stack on the 5, Big Bad Whammo. 19 lifetime wins. A mark of 152-3. Earnings of over $140,000. Keith Cash Jr. on the 6, Vel Mr. Steve. 20 lifetime wins. Earnings of almost $120,000, a mark of 151-4. Emmanuel Miller drives the 7, Mary Jerry. And completing the field, 11 lifetime wins. Earnings of over $130,000, a mark of 152. Braden Rhodes on the 8, Rockstars Virgin. That's the field for the 12th race. Your Walter Michael Memorial Signature and Graduate Series pace, chasing a purse of $10,000. When play show, exacta, quinella, trifecta.
We'll have to do this very quick. Number 1, She's All Jacked Up, Logan Eversole for trainer Roy Justice. Daniel and Landon Coate of Covington, Ohio are the owners.
Oldest horse in the field, King Corona, the 11-year-old. Michael D. Runtz will drive and trains.
Number 3, Dance the Way You Are. David Justice will drive for his father, trainer Roy Justice, owned by Evan George Nickel and Roy Justice of Marysville.
Winchester Bay Acres Incorporated sends out Eddie Nine Toes from the 4-hole with Hank Levan up.
Number 5, Ranger Steck looks to go back or to win twice today with Big Bad Whammo, owned and trained by his father, Ron Steck.
The 6-year-old gelding Vel Mr. Steve, Keith Cash up for Larry Claybaugh, who owns and trains.
Number 7, Mary Jerry. Kenny Hurst trains. Manny Miller will drive for a Butter Stable and Billy Taubert.
Rockstars Virgin make the driver Braden Rhodes for Robert Rogan, who trains and owns. This is a 7-year-old gelding.
They turn on the lights
I
after
know.
we're struggling. I can't read this, and then they turn the lights on when we're done. So, Mike Wupkenberg for the final time here at Bucyrus calls the field of 8 to the Walter Michael Memorial Signature and Graduate Series purse, $10,000. Open pacer, full field of 8, going postward.
Mr. Steve, Mary Jerry to the outside, Rockstars Virgin. Top of the stretch for the 12th race. The Walter Michael Memorial purse, $10,000. It's the getaway pace, and here they come. And pacing, Big Bad Whammo rolls off the gate looking for the lead. She's All Jacked Up as they're protecting the rail as they move around the turn to the backstretch. King Corona is there in 3rd. In their 4th comes Eddie Nine Toes. Dance the Way You Are is in 5th. Over their 6th is Vel Mr. Steve. Then it's Mary Jerry. Rockstars Virgin trails as they go to the opening quarter. So Logan Eversole, he's got the mare on top. She's All Jacked Up. She leads the way. Big Bad Whammo is there in 2nd. Over their 3rd is King Corona. 28-4 the opening quarter. In their next is Eddie Nine Toes moving to the outside. Vel Mr. Steve. Then it's Dance the Way You Are. Underway is Rockstars Virgin. Mary Jerry trails. Coming down here to the halfway mile mark of the race, She's All Jacked Up is on top. In there to be 2nd is Big Bad Whammo. Eddie Nine Toes on the outside. King Corona is at the rail. Then it's Vel Mr. Steve 2nd over in 5th. 57-1 for the half. moving around the turn to the backstretch. She's all jacked up, trying to make every pole a winning one. Up on the outside, Eddie Nine Toes. Big Bad Whammo is third. Mr. Steve is moving with cover in fourth. Fifth at the rail is King Corona. Then inside, Dance the Way You Are with Rockstar's Virgin and Mary Jerry. They pace by 3/4. She's all jacked up is still the leader. Eddie Nine Toes on the outside second. Up into third is Mr. Steve. Moving around the turn to the top of the stretch. And we got a ding-dong battle for the lead. Inside, she's all jacked up on the outside. Eddie Nine Toes. Mr. Steve is third. She's all jacked up. Eddie Nine Toes. She's all jacked up is digging in. She's all jacked up. Holds on to win. Eddie Nine Toes. Mr. Steve. Time of the mile 1:55.
Wow, 1:55. She's all jacked up. That was an exciting race for the finale, wasn't it? There's a
Protected the rail at the start. Logan Ebersol picks up the win for Roy Justice. Roy had a pair in that race. This one is a 7-year-old mare by If I Can Dream. Took a mark earlier this year at 153 seasonal, or 153 seasonal mark, has a lifetime mark of 52 at Miami Valley as a 5-year-old. Now 7.
the only mare in the field.
The ladies did it again. Unofficial 1462. 1462 unofficial. Another successful and safe meet here at Bucyrus. Always nice to see.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a wonderful 2 nights, a wonderful crowds here, the great band. I mean, everything went really
Weather
well.
was perfect.
Yeah. And we're done relatively early. It is 8:59.
She's all jacked up. Was all jacked up at the start. Logan Ebersol brings this one home a winner in the Walter Michael Memorial Signature and Graduate Series.
Just won 2 starts back at Scioto, and Phillies and Mariners now winners of 2000 last 4. That was in 153. One here tonight, 155.
Over for the final time this year. You can meet the winner in that Ron Store Sound commercial winning circle. The one, she's all jacked up. She's all jacked up. Took him gate to wire, a 7-year-old bay mare by If I Can Dream at a Miss Picasso by Real Artist. On my Daniel and Landon coat, Roy Justice trains Logan Ebersol, the winning driver. Time of the mile 1:55, winning the Walter Michael Memorial. Winner, King Corona 4th. Dance the Way You Are 6th. Eddie Nine Toes 2nd. Big Bad Whammo 5th. Mr. Steve 3rd. Mary Jerry 8th. Rockstar's Virgin 7th. 146, 253, 87, 28 and 4, 57 and 1, 127, 155. Time of the mile.
With that, we will wrap it up.
Whoa.
Susan, it's always a pleasure to be with you. Another enjoyable evening.
It was a good time.
Thank you, Stephen, for all your work under some adverse conditions. We appreciate everything you've done for us tonight. So where does Susan Schroeder go next?
Home. Washington Courthouse. Washington Courthouse.
Okay. I think I'm off to Wapaw. Until Wapaw. So we invite everyone, if there's a racetrack or a county fair near you, go out and watch it live. It's so much better. So with that, Susan?
Yep. We hope everybody has a great night, and we'll see you at a track real soon.
Good night, everyone.